How are folks doing tonight? What's up? How are folks, huh? Whoa, I mean, wow. Like, wow. I mean, thanks, Robin Wilson. I'll try and make everybody proud. But you're going to mostly just see somebody that wants to tell the truth. You know, that's always what I've been. I just like telling the truth. And the country's really, it's crazy. Hi, Sherry Dudley. What's up? Good to see you. So, wow. Yeah, Hunter. We have to talk about Hunter Biden, man. Like, oh my God, look at that girl. Thank you. It's kisses. Oh, wow. So, Shanny and I, we're like just mulling this over. We're looking at headlines about Hunter Biden. And just all I've been saying to Shanny is Joe Biden needs to resign now. Joe Biden needs to resign now. This is, okay, we have to really talk about the magnitude of what this is. As I'd say to like Amanda Breck, and Shanny's starting to say it now too, it's cool. You know, this is a Revelation Newsy thing. Okay? And I'm going to be I'm sorry if Amanda Breck sees this, you know, I'm really sorry that I haven't been able to. I've just had some crazy shit, bro, and we'll talk, you know, I'll talk to you about personal stuff too. And it's just been really nuts, and I know you deal with the same type of treatment, and you have for a long time, so maybe we could just, you know, trade war stories sometime of harassment. It's insane, man. It really is. But no, I'm going to have an interview with Amanda Breck, and we're really going to talk about where this is going. Like, what the hell is the new thing now? Where are we going? I don't know. But we got to bring up, Shanny, we got to bring up his channel and watch his couple videos, right? Yeah. We're going to do that. And I'm sorry that I've neglected you, and you're going to be a guest, and I just got to unneglect you. You know what I mean? So we'll do that. Look, this is really, really crazy stuff, and I wish I could present it to you in a way that, I mean, I guess I should go get an article for you so that we can really understand the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about here. But this is corruption. This has been going on not just since Joe Biden. You love my views on things like this. Well, thank you, Robin. Cool. You're welcome here, you know. Anyway, we would have to dig a little bit to see how long Hunter Biden has been getting these contracts, okay? I don't know how long. I honestly, I've been hearing about Hunter Biden and contracts for quite a while, I can tell you that. But can I give you like an actual time frame of how long this guy has been out there getting slush funds? That's what this is, okay? It's no different than when they had terrifying times. It really is, Sherry. It's bad. So, there's a thing in the Congress they call a pork barrel spending, of course. You'll have a bill come up that everybody can agree with. Like, we need infrastructure spending for tornadoes that happened in 2024, okay? We need spending bills to provide the funds to get the recovery going in those areas. Usually FEMA funds already cover that. But if it's an especially bad thing, you might need some extra help. So you create a bill saying emergency funds aggregated together to take care of this huge hurricane. Let's say that. It's a huge hurricane in some state in 2024. We need more money to take care of it. All right, it's called the, God forbid, I'm not going to put it on any state, okay? I'm just saying, let's just say some state. You put the state in there and say relief fund.
Your mic is very crackly.
Sorry. It's because it's too hot. It's too hot. I gotta turn. We gotta go down 5 dBs and never put it any higher than that. Because sometimes I project my voice. It's staying at 5.2 dBs minus.
No, you need to unplug it and plug it back in.
Oh, is that right? Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, it's still crackly.
Sorry. Okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. I'm really sorry about that, folks, okay? Better?
That's better.
That's better? Okay. We're gonna rock 4 dBs. Yeah, I'm good. I took it out. Okay, we're in the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Yeah, we're in yellow. That's good. 3.3 negative dBs. We're gonna stay there. Okay. I apologize about the. If I had a studio, I'd get the mic levels on this perfect, and it would be in the same spot every time I sit in my chair, so it'd be perfect every time. I'm not dealing with that situation. I'm trying my best, though. Okay. Hopefully, in the near future, we're gonna have a place to be settled, and we're gonna be. Shanny will have a studio. I'll have a portion of the same room, maybe that has it, like we'll half and half it or something, right? And we'll both have studios, and it'll be great. So here we go. There's Shane Dawson shirt. We love you, Shane. Old school Shane Dawson shirt. I just took a picture of myself in this and I sent it on his Twitter. I hope it'll make him smile, you know. I love Shane. And he got so much ridiculous bullshit hate for stuff he did so long ago. It's nuts. Anyway, back. Yeah, right? We got to go back to the story here, and the story is Hunter Biden. So I've been saying to Shanny for the past 2 or 3 days that all this has been piling out. Joe Biden needs to resign. How is it okay that right now we have a president that's sitting in the White House that has a son that has dealt with, has Hunter Biden, he's dealt with Moscow too, right?
Yeah.
He was making money from Russia He was
and Ukraine.
and state
And China.
and state-owned Chinese companies? Wait a minute.
He was playing all sides.
Wait a minute. And then he's saying this stuff like, "Oh, Dad, I have to give a certain portion of everything that I make to Dad, Shanny." Hunter, it's almost sounding like you were trying to set up your own friggin' father. Dad tells me that a certain amount of my contract money has to go to him? That's a tithe to your... What is this? That sounds like a quid pro quo. It's your kid, and I'm Dad, so give me some money from slush fund contracts. But you have things in the Congress, when you have a bill come up, they have what they call, it's called pork barrel spending. And what that basically means is it's fat that you can inject into the bill. It's extra shit. It's giveaways. Okay? What you're seeing with this is way beyond that with Hunter Biden. This is way beyond any kind of pork barrel, anything you could ever frickin' imagine, folks. And you want to talk about Watergate? I mean, that was just a guy taking an opportunity. Okay, I don't support what Nixon did in breaking into the Democratic building, the Democratic National Committee building in Watergate. I don't support that. But we're talking about getting, like, you know, getting some dirt or some stuff on the other side to use in a political campaign. Now that's bad. But we're dealing with... This is national security stuff, and it ends up that a war sparked off from two of the countries involved in this Hunter Biden emails, the emails Hunter Biden. Okay, look, we also have it now confirmed. This is more disturbing than even all the money made with Hunter Biden. Let me get a chair, because this might go on for a bit. You really have to understand what's going on in your government right now, okay? Like, people, what are the Democrats going to try and convince people that this is normal leadership? Okay, there's no way that can happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because people still have fucking brains in their head. There's just no way that people are going to buy this, okay? That this is normal, or this is just, oh, it's contracts. You know, we're dealing with contracts here, and it's very, it's government contracts, and it's very important for people to understand that there's a certain way that these things operate and stuff like that. No. You're not going to bullshit us on that level, okay? You're just not going to bullshit us on that level, because we understand, as Americans, okay? We're going to put King David over here because he's king. He David Hamelech. It's King David. And I don't know. I just feel David. I'm going to be honest. I really feel him in terms of a character, in terms of his spirit. You know, I wouldn't kill a man for a woman. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have done the Uriah thing I wouldn't do the thing that he did with Uriah for Bathsheba. I'm confident that I've girded my loins enough that I don't think that would have been a thing with me. But I'm going to tell you, I think he was a great king. Anyway, let's talk about a totally abomination of a king. Tithing to the big guy. Yeah. Much better, folks and individuals. Hi, Clone 1. Dr. Clone 1 PhD. Okay. Let me spray myself with some wonderful man smell, which is... Old Spice swagger. I like this a lot. Pretty old school smelling, you know. Would keep yourself being a smelling good individual. It's a good thing, you know. Well, you can see my hair. I have showered and I feel good, you know. So Shanny's like, you gotta. Like, this is so revelation newsy. There's no way that I could sit here and be listening to this with Shanny, and she's sitting there going, what the fuck? Like for Shanny to care, it's got to be really weird, guys. You know what I mean? It's got to be so, what could you say, blatant, like insane for her to care. And I don't blame her. How we doing? Hi, Strongwell Thurman. What's up, Strongwell Thurman? President Joe's here. Hey, Joe, I'm going to sue you guys for slander, and you're going to go physical Joe. Well, here's Joe. Look. First of all, you're the president, and I have a right as a citizen, the First Amendment, sir, to speak. Okay? You don't have to hide Joe Biden. Okay. You need to target... Look, Joe, you need to take a certain level of criticism, okay? Because, look, you're president. And look, inflation exists, Joe. Okay? It's killing a lot of the people, the folks. Listen here, Pony Soldier President. The Pony Soldier President. That's Joe Biden. Okay, listen. There are people, your folks, the ones that vote for you normally, which are like blue dog Democrats. Do you get this? Joe Biden, the real Joe Biden, the one that had a brain and was thinking and could cognitively function, was more like a blue dog Democrat than anything. Okay, conservative-leaning view Democrat. That's Joe Biden. You wanted some communist revolutionary. There's no way. He's not even... That's not even close to the purview of Joseph Biden. It's not. Okay? What you have to understand now, folks, is that you really are dealing with a guy that's not cognitively 100% there. We have to know this. And anybody that has worked, like Shanny has worked in the field of taking care of people that are in the latter years of their life. She's been a home healthcare worker. And anybody, even if you've had loved ones that have been in care places for the elderly, you are certainly going to recognize what you see with Joe Biden. He's got that squint. This squint that's dementia. That is clear. There's certain things on the face that come over you with that illness that you can't hide. I wouldn't flick boogers at Biden to save my life. Strongwell Thurman. Well, look. I mean, why do you think everybody's saying, let's go Brandon? And then the president agrees, let's go Brandon. All right, Joe, you agree with saying to go fuck yourself. All right. Well, that's good. We can agree on let's go Brandon, Joe. But here's the thing. The biggest issue with this whole thing is that you're setting executive precedents. This is the biggest deal of it. Now, you had a president in Trump that had clean hands in terms of his dealings with foreign stuff. And you're dealing... I mean, there was so much they probably could have dug up on Trump in terms of real estate. I mean, he's dealt in quite a few countries. They couldn't get something on him. That shows how pretty honest he is then. Okay? But they were trying to pin him. Hey, Elemental, it's nice to see you. They were trying to pin Trump with every single war crime imaginable to get that man impeached. And here's the kicker. This is the next level thing. That the media deliberately lied to you about the validity of these emails and all of it. And then it is now known that Hillary Clinton and her company that she was using was deliberately investing in disinformation to try and make Trump look like he was colluding with Russia. Now, this is crazy, okay? Now, you want to talk about what? Oh, yeah, it's nuts. I love it. I do. Wow. Yeah, this is good. I'll use this one for now. Sorry, I abandoned the post for a second, folks. I apologize. We got a nice little table with trinkets back there, and our air fryer's hanging out. You'll probably get an air fryer video pretty soon. Yeah. My girl's really cool. Okay, but look. She invented a dish that's going to blow your freaking mind. I can't wait for you to try it yourself. Because once you see the video, you're going to be like, what the hell is that? And you're going to want to try it. It's awesome. Trust me, try it when you see it, because it's coming up. Let's get a cigarette, okay? Oh, yes. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for tobacco.
Can you throw me the lighter?
Oh. All right. Oh! The crowd went wild for Shannon because she completed the pass. That was great.
I know, I'm a good catch.
Once again, if you want to invest in good things having to do with hydration, You want to invest in Trump Cola, okay? It's freedom in a bottle. Next, here we go. Okay. I'm loving the chat. Russia needed Trump out. You think so, Elemental? Wow, I would. Please expound on that, and I'll read your comment. He handled a Rona poorly and lost his. Bran that's the brand. Is that the brand? You know what? I agree with you. Okay. He tripped. He did. Crowd does the wave. Wow. I'm with you. I totally agree with Bran. The Rona thing in general is really weird to me, Bran. It's very strange to me. So I'm not going to really talk about that because I'd probably get banned if I started talking the way I feel on it, man. It's really weird. And it fundamentally changed people's minds. It's the brand. Well, hey, thanks for being here. And, it's a chat comment that's... I could work with that dude. We could work together then, Come on. It was done to break people. I totally agree with that statement, Elemental. I had always said as a kid, why the hell are they showing us all this video of people in China and Japan wearing face masks all the time? Why are they showing us this? And then years later, when I got awoke, this has something to do with communism, this face mask thing. Thank you for coming on, Rev. Well, thank you for being here, Elemental. And thank you for my wife for being a mod. And thanks to Brand for being a human being and pretty cool. I don't know what your views are, Brand. If you're a liberal or just a progressive, or if you're like, fuck the system, which I can rock totally with you on that. I'm nearly an anarchist with it. Like, Shanny, I don't know. Would you say that, Shanny? You're an anarchist now. When it comes
at this point, yeah.
When it comes to earthly governments, Shanny is now an anarchist.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I don't blame you. You're not blocked. You were never blocked, Rude First Lady. That's you. You were blocked under Mercedes because you were being mean for quite a while. So.
And then there's Irish Gold.
Well,
what should I do?
Don't block. Look. If you're asking me, I wouldn't block anyone.
Okay.
I'm just allowing stuff, Anarchists don't believe in government welfare.
Yeah, go point your finger somewhere else, lady.
I don't think that's true. You're a progressive. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I would probably be on the opposite side of the spectrum, Brand. I'm a conservative. I like to call myself that, but I do have a lot of liberal leaning views, I guess, in some cases. Yeah, that's cool. I'll rock with you, Mercedes. I'll call you Rude First Lady. I'll rock with you. Just let's be nice. There's Vane. What's up? What the fuck did I do for Shanny? They keep blocking me.
Tour bus?
Yeah, I mean, you're tour bus whore, right? You know what I mean? Okay, Vane. They put it down to smog. The real question is, why have dentists and surgeons been wearing masks ever since I can remember? No, I get that. Like, there is an element to cleanliness. You don't want your spittle and shit going in wounds.
You're nice to me, to my face, and then behind my back you're saying shit things, and then you're writing me emails saying really fucked up things to me.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, I don't care if you're fake being nice.
Who's tour bus? Oh my god, really? I guess we need to part ways. I mean, I don't want bad shit to... You know what I mean. I'm trying to be nice. You know what I mean? You think groupies. I never emailed you. I talked to absolutely no one, and I never emailed you. I don't know. I was just kidding about masks thing. You folks have... Oh, okay, Vane. All right. Yeah, I understand. Ivan Van Veen. I like Van Veen better than Vane Veen. Because you don't strike me as vain either, Van Veen. You're a pretty humble guy. Very humble.
I don't like two-faced people, period.
Yeah, I know. Neither do I. Neither do I.
Keep that shit away from me. It's bad for my mental health.
Yeah. So back to this. Okay, look. I cannot think of anything in history. She's 100% confusing me with someone else. Sorry. Okay. I wore a mask while it was mandated. I got vaccinated, but waiting to vaccinate my kids. They're homeschooled anyway. I don't wear a mask now. Yeah. When it was an issue with stores and stuff, rude first lady, I agree. You know, I didn't want to be kicked out of stores and stuff for just the sake of not wearing a mask. Did I agree with the mask wearing? No, but I don't think it's what they make it. They try and make it this panacea, and it's required of everyone to. It's stupid. If you're immune compromised and you're going out there and there's this bug flying around in the air, you should wear a mask, sure, to protect your own health so you don't get sick. Okay, that's my opinion. Now, if you mandate masks, I'm not gonna be like, you know, I am a freedom person, and I'll let people know around me that that's the way I feel, but I'm not gonna cause a problem to not be wearing it, and then they're gonna call the cops or they throw me out in a dramatic way. Like, what the hell? That's stupid. So I complied, you know. I was going to the store and whatever, you know, I complied. But here's the thing, I just thought back to those times that I seen those videos of Asia with the people with the masks. It's communism. It's a sign of communism to cover your mouth and say, I won't speak. I know that is kind of esoteric thinking, but I'm telling you that that's why they do these things. It's a subconscious thing. We won't speak. It's a communist ideal. So anyway, you have to understand that it's way bigger than you're thinking. I never even took a test. Well, okay. Is that the real RMTO? Oh, probably. Did you just before? It's not communism. It's literally for health reasons. Well, yeah. There is the health part of it, sure. But it's much bigger in terms of what it's trying to change your mind about. And it's subconscious. You do not have the right, okay? Now, this might get a little rough, but, okay, there's no communist policies in America, though. Well, oh my God, okay. Well, I'll just let that ride, Bram, okay? I hate wearing pants. I can feel that, Madam XX. Hey, Elemental, fancy meeting you here. Hi, Carrie. Irish Gold, Noam Chomsky. Hardcore progressive, I lean left so far, I make Noam Chomsky look right. Well, wow. Okay. How is your run for president going? Have you hired a campaign advisor? Not yet. Look, it's 2028, okay? And I need to build fame. Yes. I need to get famous. You know what I mean by that. I got to run a show again and get it big and be someone and then run it Trump style. Because I think I could run a campaign just like Trump because I'm going to tell the truth. That's what he did. And you get the Patriots behind you. And we take the country back again, and then we end the Federal Reserve Day 1. That's what I'm telling you. I commit to that. I'm not going to be like this other bullshit. Okay, you get me in there, I'm going to say, look, I need militia-type guys around the White House. They need to... I would get Alex and talk to him and see what he thinks I should do, because his mind's brilliant about running government. Okay, he'd be an advisor. He'd be my senior advisor, I think. And Alex Jones. Now, look, I mean the real Alex Jones, the guy, not the character that's on InfoWars.
Okay,
He's brilliant, the real guy, I mean. Not the character he exaggerates himself a bit to be what he is on air. Okay, I'm not talking about that guy. I'm talking about the real dude, and he's brilliant. So, the Federal Reserve ending is my first agenda, okay? You want to talk about Ukraine and Russia? It's 20th, 5th. It's the last. It's not even on my list. You know why? Because it's Ukraine. It's not America. We got to stop this shit about feeling like we need to moralize and be the world's policeman. It's stupid. And it's wasting money. It's wasting your money. Another party it's a plank in my platform is that we get U.S. troops out of all foreign nations. We bring the troops home from everywhere. And we start shutting down forever. And if we want to dismantle the fucking buildings and shit for raw materials, you could do that and sell it to the countries if you want, whatever. Or we dismantle and take all the raw goods and store it for whatever. We are no longer going to be deployed in foreign countries anymore. This is Pax Americana. No, it's not peace. It causes more violence. Sounded like a gunshot or an explosion outside. Listen to me. This is ending. If you put me in there, I'm going to do it. And I'm going preemptively. If I won, I would have militia, not your cookie, you're not your bullshit pony idiots in the woods like Hattori guys that were all infiltrated and made to look like terror. Not that stuff. An actual. I would get the #1 militia in the country, and I would advise Alex on that, who he thinks that is, and they would be at the White House day one in front of my ship. Because I'm going to need protection from the Patriots. We're trying to free America of the snakes, St. Patrick's Day. Okay? To get the snakes out, it's dangerous for the shepherd. It's dangerous for St. Patrick, because the snakes want St. Patrick gone. Okay? JFK was done. Because of this issue. He wanted to get rid of the Fed. We'll start printing revbacks. Do you get that? Revbacks. I'm not going to put my face on the front of it. It's going to. I don't know what it would look like. Okay, we'll talk about that when the time came. But we're definitely going to I'll put crosses on the money. RNs. That logo up in the right-hand corner, upper right-hand corner, the Revelation News logo. We'll call them revbacks. We passed the constitutional money, which will be easy at that point because most seats in the Congress, both houses, will be conservative patriots. Trust me, at that point. The Democrats have destroyed their future in terms of voting. The people are done. So we're going to be able to pass a constitutional money amendment and have the Treasury Department immediately start printing money again. Now the printing presses in the Treasury have probably been, I don't know, maybe the Fed does use them, and that's fine. That's great, because all we got to do is do the paperwork up and say, bye-bye Federal Reserve, you're done. You're out. The Fed system's done. We could continue using the notes, but the notes that are in circulation they're now known as revbacks. They're no longer currency. They're not Federal Reserve notes any longer. And you will see the buying power of the currency exponentially rise over the next years. Then we talk about tax policy. It's a flat tax. We're going to pass a flat tax. 10%. Every citizen pays 10% of whatever you make over $50,000. Okay? If you make less than $50,000 a year, you pay 0 taxes in America. That's my policy. And then if you're over 50 grand you're making that year, you have to do a one sheet form that says the amount of money you made and calculate the 10%. You write a check for that amount to the United States Treasury Department, seal it, taxes are done. That's all your paperwork. One sheet paper, federal. Once a year. If you want it to still be April 15th, we'll do that. Make it April 15th still. Sure. Tax day, one form, in 10%, over 50 grand. If you're under 50 grand, 0. You pay nothing. No federal tax. And I would recommend to the states, I would not mandate this because that would be against my views on the 10th Amendment. I would suggest that all the states follow the federal system. One sheet, 10%, over 50,000 for the states too. Done deal. What the hell? And there's no loopholes. This is where you go, and the rich people won't like this. But look, pay your fucking share. Okay? Get used to paying your share. Is it a competition for everybody to pay 0 if you're super rich? If you feel that way, you should not be in the country. Okay, go buy your own island and be an asshole and keep all your money. Absolutely 0 loopholes. None. That's a key. You can't have loopholes in a flat tax system where you're taxing. You can't afford it for the country. Everybody must pay their share according to your income, 10%. Done. And we'll have a country that works. And you won't have a foreign banking cartel called the Federal Reserve that whenever they want to pull liquidity out of the system and fuck you in the, they want to really mess with your finances, they can do it whenever they want to, what you're seeing right now. And we have no leadership in the presidency. The president says that look, inflation is happening no matter what, and there's nothing I can do about it. You're a liar. Now, I would never dream of Joe Biden saying I'm going to end the Federal Reserve, because he loves that type of system, because he made so much money off it in Delaware, the banking system. He loves the Fed. But I would expect him to at least not want people to suffer so bad that they're not even going to be able to put 1 gallon of gas in their car. I would hope that the guy would care enough about the economy and people that that wouldn't happen. But it's looking... I don't know what to tell you, folks. It's pretty messed up. But this Hunter Biden situation, when you really understand the full magnitude of everything about it's the biggest thing in American history that this could have happened like this. And they tried to pin this stuff. They tried to pin all of this Russian craziness on a sitting president, and they even impeached him for it, and they tried to get him out of office, and it's insane. This is what every single American should be calling from the rooftops. I don't care if you have a YouTube channel or not. Just say it somewhere. That Joseph Biden must resign now. That stop with the let's go Brandon nonsense. It's nonsense to say let's go Brandon. We have to start saying Joseph Biden is not fit for office cognitively, number one. Number two, he has a conflict of interest the size of Cleveland, which is a big city. That's, it's big, folks. We now have a war with Russia and Ukraine. Two of the parties that are involved with this craziness with his son. And we have his son saying that every time I got money, I had to give some to dad. What the hell is this dog shit? For this guy that doesn't know how to do anything. Okay? They say he's a contractor and stuff. What? Did I hear that right? I'm not sure what he does. But he got upwards of $30 million contracts. For what? What did he do? We don't know this. But here's the other thing. The taxpayers have to just start saying no. Now, I do not discourage you from paying your taxes. I never will. Because I believe that a person should pay for society. You're a part of society, so you should pay for aiding the society and being positive and continuing to be positive. And there are maintenance issues with keeping a city going, a town going. There are costs. And you, as a person that utilizes the roads and sidewalks, need to help in that cost. That's obvious. Okay? No, Kamala, absolutely not, Elemental. But look, are we going to allow this man that is he was involved? This war, I will say it again. Do you know what a conflict of interest is? Let's not even talk about the fact that Joe Biden can barely even put 2 words together. Okay, there's that. And the world is going, what the heck? What is this? The world is literally going, what the flip? How is he even in the office? He can't speak correctly. Yeah, Sky. You can watch Sky News. They're like pretty much almost like, holy shit, give us Trump back, right? I can tell you it's nearly that. Like, holy shit, the world is going insane and this guy is shitting his pants in front of the Pope. He's not right. And I'm not saying that as mean. All right, Shanny, could I have one more smoke and then I'm going to cut it?
What?
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, I feel pretty good, folks, and I appreciate you being here with me, I really enjoy some of the people that have been showing up in Shanny's. Like Carrie is very nice. It's nice to see Maniac Monday here. Elemental's in here. Shanny's McDonald's Wi-Fi. How do you feel about Chris's stream last night? We don't watch Chris. Jesus.
Pretty pathetic he's still talking about his ex-wife.
Is well, we'd have to ask the individual. You know, Elemental is. Oh, who is Chris? Chris is Shanny's ex.
From 5 years ago.
From 5 years ago. Trump's biggest accomplishment was a tax cut that benefit the ultra. I don't really agree with that brand, but that's fine. Out in Colorado, dude, like I saw trains going all the time, infrastructure. It was amazing. Like he was building the country because he's a Mason. You know. What's your favorite Bible verse, Rev? It's Revelation chapter 12, verse 11. They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. That's how you overcome the devil. You just say, nope, Jesus is my king. He showed me. You give your testimony, and then they'll kill you maybe. That's okay. The door just opens to him. Thanks for not mentioning me. I said Strongwell Thurman. I think you're funny. Brand is exactly right. I just don't agree with that at all. I think that all of Trump's policies were pro-America, and they were being shown to do that, and we had $1.15 gas under Trump because we were energy independent and actually making money on gas and selling it. I'm done. Trump was great. He tripped on George Floyd was mine. He acted weird and demonic, and I'm done. He flipped the Bible upside down. It was weird. What Trump policy did I like? All of them. They were all America first, protect America, and protect our finances from being fucked over by the communist Chinese. And let's have a border that isn't insane. Let's have a border that has some order, a border with order, and we have people come in. Of course we do. We want people to enrich the country still. And Mexican people are some of the most hardworking people on the planet. Why would you not want them in your country? Of course you do. What Trump was in, there was no wars. Yeah, that's true. You didn't vote for him, but yeah, Elemental. And he was tough. He was pulling in Putin's arm. Like, come here and give me a, shake that hand. $1 fit. You remember my take for 2C, rude first lady. You get it. I mean, I could call you Mercedes. It feels better calling you Mercedes than rude first lady. No gas was low because people were not driving due to the pandemic. No, that's just not true, because that would still be happening today. Look, I'm not going to deceive myself.
They're just there to invalidate and block them. They're trolls, Jason.
Thank you, Irish Gold. I try. What?
They're just there to invalidate.
All right. Well, whatever. If you feel that, people believe these things.
I know, but
they're not trolls.
Bran is.
I mean, Bran may be
always hard truth. Trust me.
Bran maybe actually look, people have different political views. I'm not going to block them for them.
I know. I'm just telling you they're trolls, but don't listen to me.
I know they're trolls. I'm having a conversation anyway.
Okay, fine.
That's all. Whatever.
Fine. I wouldn't talk to them with my life.
Fine. I won't talk to them. Jesus fucking Christ.
Swatted. Why would you talk to someone who got you swatted?
I'm trying to do a show, and there's people talking.
Yeah, but why would you talk?
Fine, the chat doesn't exist to me. I'm not allowed to talk to you guys anymore.
No,
so,
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, it is what you're saying. I don't understand the problem then. I'm just having
I don't understand why you would talk to someone who got you swatted.
I'm just having a conversation with people.
Yeah, well,
who cares?
You're trying to make cases against these people, so I wouldn't fucking talk to them.
Fine, I'll stop talking to them. I just said that.
Yeah. I'd block Bran.
I'll block him then. Okay, I'll block him then.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
You.
I'll block him. Who else am I supposed to block? Hide them. Hard truths, we'll hide them. Okay, hide them. Who else do you want me to hide? Who else on?
I got the rest. I couldn't get Bran because he's already blocked.
Oh, okay, I got him. All right. There we go. We cleaned up the riffraff. So anyway...
Thank you.
All that's gone now. We don't have to worry about it. And it's no stress for you. I know, it's stress. You have to understand how serious this shit is.
They stalk us. Why would I talk to my stalkers?
I'm not you're not talking to anyone. This is a revelation. This is a Rev stream.
I know.
It's Rev. It's not Shanny. Anyway.
Throw me a lighter.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear.
Sorry, hon.
It's okay. I'm just trying to protect the family.
Yeah, you're right, and it's stupid to talk to them, but whatever. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to have a chill stream. That's all,
Yeah,
and
I get that.
and talk
But
about.
be wise.
Sure, I blocked them. So anyway, I just need you to understand as an American how serious this is, and it makes our country look like a joke. Apologize for raising my voice, Shanny. I'm sorry. This is blatant, and it's a test, really. Because like an abusive person, they'll test you. They'll, like I could talk about Foodie Beauty a little bit, because it's not my case that's dealing with, but the guy that she was with, when she was first with him, he kind of marked up her bobs, and that's a test. Is this person willing to take abuse? You have to not take abuse as an American. And the way this is playing out is it's making the American people feel victimized. And if you don't feel victimized, then you don't understand what's going on right now. Okay? You had dirty pool by the other party, which is the Democrats. Okay? You have dirty pool by them because what they did was they lied to you, and they lied to the media, deliberately lied to you and the media. And then the media panhandled their lies to the public, and then Trump lost. Supposedly lost. But I can't speak like that, even. Trump lost. Okay? He did. According to the history books, currently, Donald John Trump lost in 2020. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Am I saying, do I think it was fair and square? 100% absolutely not. But that's my opinion. Okay? I don't know anyone that voted for Biden. No one. No one. And they said 80 million people voted for him. And I'll get people in chat saying, I voted for Biden. Good job. Oh my God. Good job for voting for him. You got the worst U.S. economy maybe in history at this point. Aside from the Great Depression. But what this has done is effectively victimized you. That's what you need to understand. They want to treat you like less than human, like cattle, okay? Because cattle will take a lot of bullshit from someone as long as they get their hay, right? You have to understand how serious this is. It's blatant corruption on a level that this country has never seen before. Because not only were they engaged in this stuff with these other countries, the other side, but they were actively trying to pin stuff from the exact same shit on the active sitting president to impeach him. It's the most outrageous bullshit in the history of this country, and I don't care if you voted for Trump or not. You should be standing up for him in terms of what he went through with these disgusting fucking lying Democrat scum that fed lies to the media. This is propaganda tactics 101, Goebbels, Nazis. Why do you think they call liberals Nazis now? Because that's the way they flip and act. It's not because we're an opposite political ideology and we're going, oh, you're Nazis, and then the other side goes, oh, they're Nazis. No, you are actually displaying...
Stop yelling.
Sorry. I can't have passion, even nothing.
I know, but it's like really loud.
I can't have passion, whatever. I'm sorry. Well, now it's too loud because I'm passionate. So I guess I should be my own producer and bring my volume down a bit. But now I'm calm. Calm enough. Okay, that should be better. We'll lock it there. Sorry about that. I told you this thing can drive. It's a great mic. It's old. It's going to last forever if I take care of it. I'm just trying to show you the level of catastrophe. Okay? Because I won't even get into the visions I've had. God showing me the nukes coming down. What the effects of when it happens. The flesh flaying off children. He showed me that shit because he wants me to know that is going to happen. It is. And the whole planet will feel it. Little babies in a crib that don't know shit about war or bombs are going to feel it. The whole planet is going to mourn when this happens because it's so horrific, okay? You got to be ready for that spiritually because it's going to be depression. Lots of people when they drop these fucking things are going to be depressed probably for the rest of their existence. A lot of people are going to die, okay? A lot. But this is why Christ returns. And the message of hope. Screw Hunter Biden. And screw this disgusting president that needs to resign tomorrow. Tonight. Now. He needs to resign now. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter. You're going to get Kamala Harris. Jesus. We're done. Like... People, you know, I was listening to an emo hangout and there was this AJ. His name was AJ's Wrong Horse. But he's a southern nihilist guy. He's from Oklahoma, but patriot type. A veteran. He's a nihilist. He's not a Christian or nothing, but his views were pretty fucking accurate. And I mean, he just straight up said, look, it doesn't even really matter because we're fucked. But see, that's where I come in as the reverend. That's where I come in as the rev. And I go, no, it's not hopeless. Because it was going to look that way. But the book tells you that it's that time that you start looking for him. But he also says it's like... He could be in that cloud. Yeah. I live that way. And my mom lived that way.
The sound just went out.
What the fuck? Not your fault. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's just USB. It's probably because the USBs on this are like, I need to clean the computer. It's sad. I need to clean the system out. So I'm at negative 5.4 dBs, and I'm keeping it there because I don't want it overmodulated. And whatever, everything's fucked up anyway. So I'm gonna. It's fine now. Okay, it's going in and out. I don't see that. I see a consistent green bar that's registering perfectly. So I'll just listen back to it. I might have to get. I mean, look, I'm dealing with what. This is shit that I bought back in 2012. So I probably need a new cable, a new mixer, whatever. But I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with, you know what I mean? It's a miracle I could do a show, really, of any kind. I'm sitting here at... This is not a desk that you do anything at. You can tell by the height of the mic and shit. It's nuts. But I'm doing what I can. The message of hope is what I want to give you at the end of it, because Hunter Biden's a corrupt piece of shit and Joe Biden needs to be gone today. He needs to be gone this second. He has a conflict of interest and cannot lead the United States of America at all anymore. He couldn't in the first place because he had this shit. But the Democrats were trying to pin it on Donald Trump instead of Joseph Biden. Isn't that nuts? Well, if you're focused on Russia with Trump, you won't care about Ukraine and Biden and Hunter. No, I care about both. The thing is, the Trump thing was total bullshit that you made out of manufactured intelligence paid for by Hillary Clinton. That's nuts. The Democrats are the most dirty pool party in the history of politics, in the history of world politics. And you have to demand that Joe Biden be removed from office immediately. God bless you all. The message of hope is this, that Jesus Christ is king. He will return to this earth to establish his kingdom for 1,000 years, and you need to get saved today. Jesus Christ is everything. Ask him and he will open the door to your salvation, and that's all you need to do is ask. You need to get saved today. He's the King of Kings and he's going to be the perfect king, and the kingdom's coming, so it's time to repent. All right. Jesus bless y'all.